Hello, everyone, and welcome to LawCall. Thanks so much for staying up late with us. I'm Andrea Ramey, and joining me is personal injury attorney Bill Eiland with the law firm of Eiland and Ritchie. During football season, we do these condensed, shorter versions of LawCall.
Because it's late.
Because it's a little late. Football runs late.
Right.
But folks can always reach you if they have a question, if we don't get to their question tonight.
Yeah, if you got a question right now, call me on my cell phone. This is my personal cell phone number at 251-463-0708. And once Andrea and I go off tonight, don't worry about not calling. Continue to call. You can call all night long. I'm going to be up probably till 12:30, 1 o'clock answering questions, and you can do that also tomorrow. If you call and I don't answer, my voicemail may be full because I get a lot of calls, but text me at that number, 463-0708, and I promise you I'll either call you back tonight or text you or call you sometime tomorrow.
Well, broadcasting the cell, you're bound to fill up the voicemail box, I'm
Woo,
sure.
in a hurry.
All right. Tonight we're talking a little bit about premises liability. That's the fancy phrase for what most people refer to as slip and fall cases.
Yep.
You handle a lot of these cases at your law firm.
Right.
So how do the courts decide who is at fault? You know, if you're just klutzy and spill on something?
Right.
Or...
No, these are, besides suing a doctor or a hospital, these are probably the second hardest cases to prove. And so if you do have a fall, especially if there's an injury, you need to get in touch with someone immediately, especially do not, under any circumstances, talk to the other side as to what happened, because they're going to try to trip you up. And so you see this, a business owner, typically, they're responsible if they caused an unsafe condition themselves, such as mopping without a sign, or there was a broken step that they didn't fix. And then also whether they knew about an unsafe condition and didn't fix it, or they should have known, like a spill at a grocery store had been there for an hour and a half and they didn't do their due diligence walking around. And then, but they're not liable if it was open and obvious, if the unsafe condition was open and obvious, such as a big hole in on the property that you should have seen, or you failed to use reasonable care, like we showed a video the other day of somebody playing with their phone and then they fell in a hole. So, but before you go down that road, talk to a lawyer that handles, and not a lot of lawyers, not a lot of law firms handle this kind of case, or these kind of cases. So speak to someone immediately before you get a phone call from the insurance company or even the store manager. Talk to a lawyer to see what your rights are.
All right, just because it's an abbreviated version, we're still taking at least one call tonight. We've got Roger on the line. Hey there, Roger, what is your question this evening?
Hey, Roger.
Yes, I was walking into a business and they have a handicap cut out on the sidewalk for wheelchairs. Mm-hmm. And I tripped over the edge of the concrete because there was no markings or painted stripes or anything like that. And I tore my right knee up. I'm going to have surgery on my right knee, and fractured my left hand, and I have to have surgery on my left hand. And I notified the people, and they were just like, well, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, Roger, don't listen to them. Absolutely don't. From what you described, and I've had about 5 or 6 almost identical cases, one last year in Baldwin County that was a big case because everything looked the same. They did not have the proper markings. There's rules and regulations. If there's an elevation, if there's something that changes from the rest of the concrete and the rest of the parking lot, they absolutely have to mark that. So do not talk to the other side. Don't listen to them about you don't have a case. And again, I keep saying call a lawyer, but in a case like this, you need to call a lawyer that handles slip and falls or trip and falls, someone with a lot of experience, because I think you've got, from what you've told me, I think you've got a decent shot here. And
you're always making yourself available if folks have questions.
Call my office, 666-1212, and then also call me on my cell phone, obviously at 463-0708. Call me right now.
All right, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great week. We will see you next Sunday evening.